Time is power. The key to unlocking success. Written and published by Elevate Audiobooks. Introduction. Time is the most valuable asset you own. Unlike money, you can't earn more of it. Unlike possessions, you can't replace it. Once a moment is gone, it's gone forever. And yet, most people let time slip through their fingers, wasting hours on distractions, procrastination, and activities that don't bring them closer to their goals. But here's the truth. How you use your time determines your success. Every successful person, whether it's Benjamin Franklin, Warren Buffett, or Steve Jobs, understood the power of time and used it wisely. They knew that mastering time meant mastering life itself. This audiobook isn't just about managing your schedule, it's about transforming your mindset. You'll learn how to eliminate time-wasting habits, develop a success-oriented approach to time, and use powerful strategies to maximize your productivity. Each chapter will provide you with actionable techniques to take control of your hours, days, and ultimately, your future. Success isn't about luck. It's about how well you use your time. And now it's your turn to harness this power. Let's begin your journey toward a more productive, focused, and successful life. Chapter 1. Understanding the true value of time. Time is the great equalizer. No matter who you are, where you come from, or how much money you have, you wake up each day with the same 24 hours as the most successful people in the world. Yet, some individuals achieve extraordinary success while others struggle to move forward. The difference isn't in their resources, intelligence, or opportunities, it's in how they value and use their time. Understanding the true value of time is the first step toward unlocking your full potential. Most people underestimate time because it feels endless in the moment. They waste hours scrolling through social media, watching mindless television, or engaging in activities that offer no real return on investment. But the reality is harsh. Time is the only resource that, once lost, can never be recovered. Money lost can be earned again. Relationships can be rebuilt, and mistakes can be corrected. But a wasted hour is gone forever. The sooner you grasp this truth, the more intentional you will become in how you spend your time. Successful individuals understand that every minute counts. Benjamin Franklin, one of history's greatest polymaths, famously said, "Dost thou love life? Then do not squander time, for that's the stuff life is made of." Franklin lived by this principle, meticulously planning his days, prioritizing meaningful work, and continuously improving his skills. His time-conscious approach allowed him to achieve greatness in multiple fields: science, politics, writing, and innovation. Like Franklin, if you want to lead an impactful life, you must begin treating time as a precious currency rather than an unlimited resource. The way you perceive time shapes your actions. Those who believe they have plenty of time often procrastinate, delay their dreams, and find themselves in the same place year after year. In contrast, those who recognize the scarcity of time act with urgency. They set clear goals, eliminate distractions, and take control of their days. Think about the most successful people in the world. They don't waste time waiting for the perfect moment to start. They understand that the perfect moment is now. One powerful way to evaluate your relationship with time is to calculate its worth. Imagine you earn $50,000 a year. If you break that down, your time is worth approximately $24 per hour. If you waste 3 hours a day on unproductive activities, that's over $26,000 worth of wasted time per year. Now imagine the value of your time increasing as you grow. What would happen if you treated every minute as an investment rather than something to be spent carelessly? The truth is, success doesn't come from working harder. It comes from working smarter with the time you have. The wealthiest and most accomplished people don't have more hours than you. They just use their time differently. If you want to change your life, start by respecting your time. Ask yourself daily, am I spending my time on things that truly matter? The answer to this question will define your future. Chapter 2. The biggest time wasters that keep you stuck. Time is the foundation of success, yet most people unknowingly waste it on activities that bring little to no value to their lives. The difference between those who achieve great things and those who struggle often lies in how they manage distractions, procrastination, and low-priority tasks. In this chapter, we will explore the biggest time wasters that keep people stuck and how to eliminate them so you can reclaim your time and move toward success. One of the most common and dangerous time wasters is procrastination. It's the silent thief of time, slowly eating away at opportunities and delaying progress. People procrastinate for many reasons: fear of failure, perfectionism, or simply because a task seems too overwhelming. Instead of taking action, they convince themselves that they'll do it later, but later often turns into never. The problem with procrastination is that it creates a cycle of guilt and stress. The more you delay something, the heavier it weighs on your mind, making it even harder to start. Successful individuals don't wait for the perfect moment. They understand that action beats inaction every time. To overcome procrastination, you must train yourself to start, even if you don't feel ready. A simple strategy is the 2-minute rule. If a task takes less than 2 minutes to complete, do it immediately. If it's a larger task, break it down into small, manageable steps so it feels less intimidating. Another major time waster is distractions, and in today's world, they are everywhere. The biggest culprit: social media and smartphones. Most people don't realize how much time they spend mindlessly scrolling through their feeds. Studies show that the average person spends over 2 hours per day on social media. That's 730 hours a year, equivalent to over 30 full days wasted. Imagine if you used that time to learn a new skill, build a business, or work on your personal development. The solution isn't to quit social media entirely, but to control it before it controls you. Start by setting specific time limits for social media use and removing unnecessary notifications that constantly pull your attention away. Consider using apps that block distractions or scheduling phone-free work periods to maximize focus. Another major distraction comes from emails and unnecessary meetings. Many people spend hours each day checking and responding to emails, but most of them are not urgent or important. The habit of constantly checking emails disrupts deep work and reduces productivity. A smarter approach is to schedule specific times for checking and responding to emails, rather than letting them dictate your day. Similarly, meetings can be a huge waste of time, especially if they lack a clear agenda or purpose. Before agreeing to a meeting, ask yourself, is this necessary, or can this be handled through a quick message or email? If a meeting is required, keep it short and focused to avoid unnecessary time loss. Another hidden time waster is perfectionism. While aiming for high standards is a good thing, perfectionism can be paralyzing. Many people spend excessive time refining details that don't significantly impact the final outcome. They delay launching projects, hesitate to share ideas, or constantly revise their work, fearing that it's not good enough. The reality is, perfection is an illusion. It doesn't exist. The world rewards those who take action, not those who endlessly prepare. Instead of striving for perfection, focus on progress. Adopt the mindset that done is better than perfect, and that improvement comes through experience, not endless preparation. Another common way people waste time is by saying yes to everything. Many individuals struggle with setting boundaries, which leads them to take on too many commitments, attend unnecessary social events, or do favors for others at the expense of their own priorities. While being helpful and social is important, saying yes to everything leaves you with little time for your own goals. Successful people guard their time fiercely because they understand that every yes to something unimportant is a no to something that truly matters. Learning to say no is a powerful skill that will protect your time and energy. If something doesn't align with your priorities, politely decline. Multitasking is another deceptive time waster. Many people believe that doing multiple things at once increases efficiency, but studies show that multitasking actually reduces productivity. The human brain is not designed to focus on multiple complex tasks simultaneously. Instead, it switches rapidly between tasks, causing mental fatigue and increasing the likelihood of mistakes. The most productive people use single tasking, meaning they focus on one thing at a time with full concentration before moving to the next task. If you find yourself multitasking, slow down and prioritize tasks sequentially instead of trying to juggle everything at once. One of the most overlooked time wasters is lack of planning. Many people start their day without a clear direction, reacting to whatever comes their way, instead of proactively working toward their goals. Without a plan, it's easy to get lost in low-value activities and feel unproductive by the end of the day. The best way to avoid this is by planning your day in advance. Take a few minutes each night to write down your top priorities for the next day. Use time-blocking techniques to schedule when you will work on each task. When you wake up with a clear plan, you eliminate decision fatigue and can focus on executing your most important tasks. Another subtle but serious time waster is negative thinking and self-doubt. Many people spend hours overanalyzing, doubting themselves, or dwelling on past mistakes. They get stuck in a loop of what-ifs and if-onlys, which prevents them from taking action. Time spent worrying is time that could be spent doing. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, focus on what you can control and move forward. Develop the habit of replacing negative thoughts with productive actions. Finally, one of the biggest time wasters is failing to take care of your health. Poor sleep, lack of exercise, and an unhealthy diet reduce energy levels, making it harder to focus and be productive. Many people think they don't have time for sleep or exercise, but the truth is, taking care of your health gives you more energy and time in the long run. Prioritize sleep, eat nutritious food, and stay active to ensure that your mind and body are functioning at their best. The reality is, time wasters exist in everyone's life. The difference between successful and struggling individuals is their awareness of these traps and their commitment to eliminating them. The first step is to identify your biggest time wasters. Ask yourself, what activities take up most of my time without contributing to my goals? What distractions pull me away from what truly matters? Once you recognize these time drains, take immediate action to minimize or eliminate them. Success isn't about having more time. It's about using your time wisely. If you can cut out even a fraction of the time-wasting habits discussed in this chapter, you will free up hours every week to focus on things that genuinely move your life forward. Remember, every minute you waste is a minute you will never get back. Choose wisely, because your future depends on how you use your time today. Chapter 3. Developing a success-oriented mindset about time. Your mindset determines how you perceive and use time. Some people see time as abundant and believe they have all the time in the world to achieve their goals, while others recognize its limited nature and use it wisely. The truth is, success is not just about working hard. It's about thinking differently about time and making every moment count. The most successful individuals have a success-oriented mindset about time, which allows them to maximize their potential. If you want to take control of your future, you must shift your mindset and start viewing time as your greatest asset. One of the most common mistakes people make is thinking, "I don't have enough time." This mindset is limiting and disempowering because it makes you feel like a victim of your circumstances. In reality, everyone has the same 24 hours in a day. The difference between successful and unsuccessful people is not how much time they have, but how they use it. Instead of saying, "I don't have time," start saying, "I make time for what's important." This small change in mindset puts you back in control. When something is truly important to you, you will find a way to fit it into your schedule. If you examine your daily habits, you will likely find time wasted on distractions, procrastination, or unnecessary commitments. A success-oriented mindset means recognizing that time is a choice. You choose where to invest it, and every choice you make shapes your future. One powerful principle that successful people use is the 80-20th rule, also known as the Pareto principle. This rule states that 80% of your results come from just 20% of your efforts. In other words, not all tasks are created equal. Some activities generate a much higher return on investment than others. The key to maximizing time is identifying and focusing on the 20% of tasks that create the biggest impact. This could mean prioritizing important projects at work, focusing on skill development, or spending time with people who inspire and push you to grow. Many people waste time on activities that produce little value, answering endless emails, scrolling through social media, or doing tasks that could be automated or delegated. A success-oriented mindset involves constantly asking yourself, is this the best use of my time? And shifting your focus to high-impact activities that move you closer to your goals. Another crucial shift is recognizing that time is more valuable than money. Many people spend years chasing money while neglecting their time. They trade their time for low-value tasks, thinking they will eventually have more time in the future. But time, once lost, can never be regained. The world's most successful individuals, like Warren Buffett, understand this deeply. Buffett is famous for being extremely protective of his time. He prioritizes only the highest value activities and refuses to fill his schedule with unnecessary meetings or distractions. If someone like Buffett, who has billions of dollars, still values time over money, it should be a wake-up call for everyone else. Your time is your most precious resource, and you must guard it fiercely. Another key aspect of a success-oriented mindset is consistency and discipline. Many people believe that success comes from one big breakthrough, but in reality, it is the result of small, consistent actions taken over time. The best athletes, entrepreneurs, and leaders don't achieve success overnight. They show up every day, putting in the work, even when they don't feel like it. Think about people like Michael Jordan. His success wasn't just about talent, but about relentless discipline and practice. He didn't waste time waiting for motivation to strike. He trained every single day, honing his skills until they became second nature. A success-oriented mindset means committing to your goals and sticking to your plan, even when distractions and obstacles arise. One major mindset shift that highly successful people embrace is taking full responsibility for their time. They don't blame circumstances, luck, or other people for their failures. Instead, they acknowledge that they alone control how they spend their time. If something isn't working, they don't make excuses. They adjust their approach. Many people fall into the trap of blaming external factors for their lack of progress. They say, I don't have time because of my job, or I can't focus because of my environment. But the truth is, there is always a way to make time for what truly matters. The difference between success and failure is whether you take ownership of your time or let life control you. A success-oriented mindset also involves seeing time as an investment rather than an expense. Many people treat time as something to be spent rather than something to be invested. They spend hours watching TV, playing video games, or engaging in activities that offer no long-term benefits. Meanwhile, successful people invest their time in learning, building skills, networking, and creating opportunities. This doesn't mean you can never relax or have fun, but it does mean being intentional about how you use your free time. Ask yourself, am I spending my time in a way that benefits my future? If the answer is no, it's time to make a change. Another critical element of a success-oriented mindset is the ability to adapt and learn from failures. Many people waste time dwelling on mistakes or setbacks instead of using them as lessons for growth. A success-oriented person sees failure as feedback, not as a dead end. They analyze what went wrong, adjust their approach, and keep moving forward. Every successful individual, from Thomas Edison to Steve Jobs, has experienced failure. The difference is, they didn't let it stop them. They used failure as a stepping stone to greater success. Instead of fearing failure, embrace it as a necessary part of the journey. Finally, one of the most powerful mindset shifts is recognizing that success is a result of daily habits, not occasional bursts of effort. The way you spend your time each day ultimately determines your future. If you want to be successful, you must develop habits that support success. This means waking up early, prioritizing your most important tasks, eliminating distractions, and continuously improving yourself. Small, consistent actions compound over time, leading to massive results. Developing a success-oriented mindset about time is not something that happens overnight, but it is a skill you can build. Start by making small shifts in your thinking. Stop saying you don't have time, and start prioritizing what truly matters. Identify the 20% of activities that drive 80% of your results. Take full responsibility for your time, invest it wisely, and commit to daily improvement. Success isn't about luck or talent. It's about how you choose to use the time you have. The moment you start treating time as your greatest asset, you unlock the key to unlimited potential. Chapter 4. Mastering Time Management Techniques. Success isn't just about having talent, intelligence, or even opportunity. It's about how effectively you manage your time. The difference between highly successful people and those who struggle isn't the number of hours in a day, but how they use those hours. Mastering time management is the key to achieving more in less time, reducing stress, and maintaining a balanced life. Without proper time management, even the most ambitious goals remain dreams, while with the right strategies, you can turn those dreams into reality. The first step to mastering time management is understanding that you are in control of your time. Many people feel overwhelmed because they react to time rather than take control of it. They let external factors, emails, phone calls, last-minute requests, dictate their schedules instead of proactively planning their day. To truly take control, you must schedule your time with intention, rather than allowing distractions to pull you in every direction. One of the best ways to do this is through time blocking, a technique that involves assigning specific blocks of time for important tasks. Instead of working on things sporadically throughout the day, you dedicate focused time to high-priority activities. For example, if you're working on a major project, block out 2 uninterrupted hours to focus solely on that task, eliminating distractions like emails or social media. This method ensures that you allocate time efficiently rather than letting it slip away. Another powerful technique is the Pomodoro technique, which helps maximize focus and minimize burnout. The Pomodoro technique involves working in short, intense bursts, typically 25 minutes of focused work, followed by a 5-minute break. After 4 cycles, you take a longer break of 15–30 minutes. This approach works because it aligns with the brain's natural attention span and prevents mental fatigue. When you work in focused intervals, you eliminate procrastination and train your brain to operate with full concentration. Many high achievers swear by this method because it creates a sense of urgency and forces them to work with purpose rather than dragging out tasks. Another game-changing strategy is the power of morning routines. Many of the world's most successful people, such as Tim Cook, Oprah Winfrey, and Jeff Bezos, start their day with intentional habits that set the tone for productivity. A strong morning routine helps you win the first hour of the day, which often determines how the rest of your day unfolds. Instead of jumping straight into emails or social media, successful individuals dedicate their mornings to activities that fuel their mind and body: exercise, reading, meditation, journaling, and planning their day. When you own your mornings, you own your day. If you're currently struggling with time management, start by crafting a powerful morning routine that aligns with your goals. Another crucial skill in time management is batching similar tasks together to increase efficiency. Many people make the mistake of jumping between unrelated tasks throughout the day, which results in mental fatigue and wasted energy. Task switching slows down productivity because your brain needs time to refocus every time you switch activities. Instead of handling things sporadically, batch similar tasks together to maintain momentum. For example, schedule all your emails and administrative work during a specific time block rather than answering emails throughout the day. Similarly, if you need to make multiple phone calls, do them all at once instead of spreading them out. This method helps you stay in a productive flow rather than constantly shifting gears. One of the biggest time management mistakes people make is not setting clear goals with deadlines. If you don't have a clear destination, you will waste time wandering aimlessly. Effective time managers set SMART goals. Goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For example, instead of saying, "I want to get in shape," a SMART goal would be, "I will go to the gym for 45 minutes, 5 times a week, for the next 3 months." Deadlines create a sense of urgency and prevent procrastination. Without deadlines, tasks tend to drag on indefinitely. If you struggle with getting things done, start attaching deadlines to your tasks, even self-imposed ones, to increase accountability and motivation. Another essential strategy is learning to say no to time-wasting commitments. Many people struggle with time management simply because they take on too many responsibilities that don't align with their priorities. They agree to unnecessary meetings, social obligations, or favors for others at the expense of their own goals. The ability to say no gracefully is a critical skill for protecting your time. Instead of automatically agreeing to requests, pause and ask yourself, does this align with my priorities? Will this contribute to my long-term success? If the answer is no, politely decline. You don't owe anyone an explanation. Your time is valuable, and you must guard it carefully. Finally, one of the most important time management habits is reflection and adjustment. No system is perfect, and even the best plans need constant refinement. Highly productive people take time to review their progress regularly, assessing what's working and what needs to change. At the end of each day or week, ask yourself, did I use my time effectively? What can I improve? Make small adjustments as needed to optimize your efficiency. Time management is a lifelong skill, and the more you refine your approach, the better you will become at mastering your time. In the end, time management isn't about squeezing more tasks into your day, it's about working smarter, not harder. By implementing techniques like time blocking, the Pomodoro technique, the Eisenhower matrix, batching tasks, and setting clear goals, you can take control of your time and achieve more with less effort. Remember, every minute you waste is a minute you'll never get back. Master your time, and you'll master your life. Chapter 5. Overcoming procrastination and taking action. Procrastination is one of the biggest obstacles to success. It is the silent thief of time, stealing opportunities, delaying progress, and creating unnecessary stress. People often procrastinate, not because they are lazy, but because they feel overwhelmed, fearful, or uncertain about where to start. The problem is that procrastination doesn't just waste time. It creates a habit of avoiding action, which can become a lifelong pattern of missed potential. If you want to achieve success, you must learn to overcome procrastination and develop the ability to take action immediately, regardless of how you feel. The first step to overcoming procrastination is understanding why it happens. People procrastinate for several reasons, and recognizing your specific triggers is key to breaking the cycle. One of the most common reasons is fear of failure. Many people delay tasks because they are afraid they won't do them well, or they worry about the judgment of others. Instead of taking the risk of making mistakes, they put things off, convincing themselves they'll do it later when they feel ready. But the truth is, you will never feel completely ready. There is no perfect time to start, and waiting for the right moment only ensures that the task remains undone. The most successful people understand that action leads to clarity and improvement. The more you do something, the better you get at it, and the faster you move past the fear that holds you back. Another major cause of procrastination is feeling overwhelmed. When a task seems too big or too difficult, people often avoid it altogether. The key to overcoming this is to break tasks down into small, manageable steps. Instead of focusing on the enormity of the project, start with the first small step. For example, if you need to write a report, don't think about the entire document. Just start with a simple outline. If you need to get in shape, don't aim for an intense workout plan immediately. Just start with a 10-minute walk. By taking small steps, you build momentum, and once you begin, it becomes easier to continue. One of the most effective strategies to defeat procrastination is the 5-minute rule. This technique involves telling yourself that you will work on a task for just 5 minutes. This removes the pressure of completing the entire task and tricks your brain into starting. More often than not, once you start, you will keep going beyond 5 minutes, because the hardest part, beginning, is already over. Action generates motivation, not the other way around. Another powerful method to beat procrastination is creating a sense of urgency. People tend to work faster and more efficiently when they have a tight deadline. Have you ever noticed how productive you become when an assignment is due the next day? That's because a looming deadline forces focus. You can replicate this effect by setting self-imposed deadlines. Instead of saying, "I'll do this when I have time," set a specific deadline, like, "I will complete this task by 3 p.m. today." Hold yourself accountable and treat it like a real deadline. If needed, use external accountability. Tell someone else about your deadline so they can check on your progress. Another important factor in overcoming procrastination is eliminating distractions. People often delay tasks because their environment is full of interruptions, social media, notifications, television, or cluttered workspaces. To increase focus, create a distraction-free environment. Put your phone on silent, close unnecessary tabs on your computer, and clear your workspace before starting a task. If you constantly get distracted by your phone, try the Do Not Disturb mode or use apps that block social media during work sessions. Another effective way to stop procrastination is by changing the way you talk to yourself. Many people reinforce procrastination by saying things like, "I'll do it later," or "I work better under pressure." These statements make procrastination feel acceptable. Instead, change your internal dialogue to something more proactive. Say, "I will start now because the sooner I begin, the sooner I finish." By shifting your mindset, you take back control over your time. Perfectionism is another hidden cause of procrastination. Many people delay tasks because they feel they need to do them perfectly, which creates unnecessary pressure. But perfection is an illusion. There is no such thing as a perfect piece of work. High achievers don't wait for perfection. They focus on progress over perfection. Instead of aiming to get everything right on the first try, focus on making improvements as you go. Adopt the mindset that done is better than perfect. It's better to complete a task imperfectly than to never start at all. Another method to overcome procrastination is rewarding yourself for taking action. The human brain is wired to seek pleasure and avoid discomfort. By associating action with rewards, you create positive reinforcement. For example, tell yourself, "Once I complete this task, I will treat myself to a cup of coffee or a short break." These small rewards create motivation and make it easier to build discipline. One of the best ways to eliminate procrastination is by building strong habits. Successful people don't rely on motivation. They rely on systems and routines. Motivation comes and goes, but habits create consistent action. For example, if you want to write every day, set a specific time each morning dedicated to writing. Over time, this routine becomes automatic, and procrastination disappears. If you struggle with getting started, make it as easy as possible to begin. Keep your workspace organized, prepare materials in advance, and remove obstacles that create resistance. Finally, the ultimate secret to overcoming procrastination is to just take action. There is no magic formula. Success comes down to doing the work. Many people waste time looking for the perfect strategy, reading books about productivity, or planning endlessly, instead of actually doing the task. Planning is important, but it must be followed by execution. If you spend more time thinking about your goals than working on them, you are still procrastinating. The key is to train yourself to take action immediately. When you feel resistance, push through it. The more you practice taking action despite hesitation, the stronger your discipline becomes. Procrastination is a habit, but so is action. The more you train yourself to start tasks immediately, the easier it becomes. Over time, you will develop the identity of someone who gets things done rather than someone who delays. Success is not about being perfect. It's about consistently moving forward. Stop waiting for the right moment. Stop making excuses, and start taking action today. The future belongs to those who master their time, and every action you take today shapes the life you will have tomorrow. Chapter 6. The role of habits in time optimization. Success is not built on a single big decision or one moment of inspiration. Instead, it is the result of small, consistent habits repeated over time. Your daily habits determine how effectively you use your time, whether you move closer to your goals or remain stuck in the same patterns. Most people don't struggle with time because they lack hours in the day. They struggle because they don't have the right habits that help them optimize their time. If you want to take full control of your life, you must build habits that work for you rather than against you. The first step in optimizing your time through habits is understanding the power of compound growth. Small actions, repeated consistently, lead to massive results over time. This principle applies to finances, health, learning, and productivity. Imagine if you improved your productivity by just 1% every day. In a year, that small improvement would result in you being 37 times more productive than when you started. The problem is that most people don't see immediate results, so they quit before their habits have time to take effect. Successful individuals understand that habits compound, and they stay consistent even when the progress seems slow. One of the most important habits for optimizing time is starting the day with a strong morning routine. The way you spend the first hour of your day often dictates how the rest of your day unfolds. Many successful people, including business leaders, athletes, and creative professionals, have structured morning routines that help them start the day with focus and purpose. A powerful morning routine typically includes activities like exercise, meditation, journaling, reading, and planning the day. These habits set a positive tone, increase energy levels, and ensure that the most important tasks get done first. On the other hand, starting the day by immediately checking emails or scrolling through social media puts you in a reactive mindset, where you respond to distractions rather than taking control of your time. If you currently lack a structured morning routine, start by incorporating just 1 or 2 productive habits and build from there. Another habit that helps optimize time is prioritization. Without clear priorities, it's easy to waste time on unimportant tasks while neglecting the things that truly matter. Many people fall into the trap of being busy but not productive. They spend hours answering emails, attending meetings, or working on minor tasks while avoiding high-impact activities. To break this cycle, develop the habit of identifying your top priorities each day. Before you start working, take a few minutes to write down the 3 most important tasks that will have the greatest impact on your goals. Then commit to completing those tasks first, before moving on to anything else. By consistently focusing on high-value activities, you will make significant progress in less time. Another essential habit for time optimization is batching similar tasks together. Many people lose time throughout the day by constantly switching between different types of work. This is known as context switching, and it reduces efficiency because the brain needs time to adjust every time you shift from one type of task to another. Instead of jumping between emails, phone calls, creative work, and administrative tasks, try grouping similar activities together. For example, dedicate one specific time block for responding to emails, another for deep work, and another for meetings. By batching similar tasks, you maintain focus, reduce mental fatigue, and work more efficiently. Eliminating unnecessary decisions is another habit that helps save time. Every decision you make throughout the day consumes mental energy, and too many decisions lead to decision fatigue, which reduces productivity. Successful people minimize decision-making for small, repetitive choices so they can focus their energy on more important matters. This is why many high achievers, like Steve Jobs and Mark Zuckerberg, wear the same type of clothing every day. They eliminate unnecessary choices so they can reserve their decision-making power for bigger challenges. You can apply this principle by automating or simplifying routine decisions, such as meal planning in advance, setting up daily schedules, and reducing distractions. Another critical habit for optimizing time is scheduling deep work sessions. Many people struggle to complete important tasks because they are constantly interrupted. Deep work refers to focused, distraction-free periods of work, where you concentrate on complex tasks. Studies show that most people only have about 3 to 4 hours of high-quality cognitive work per day, so it's essential to protect those hours. One effective method is to schedule deep work sessions early in the morning when energy levels are highest and distractions are minimal. During these sessions, eliminate interruptions by putting your phone on airplane mode, closing unnecessary browser tabs, and setting clear boundaries with those around you. By making deep work a daily habit, you will significantly increase your output in a shorter amount of time. Another powerful habit is reflecting and reviewing your progress regularly. Many people go through their days on autopilot without ever stopping to assess whether they are using their time effectively. Highly productive individuals develop the habit of reviewing their performance, identifying time-wasting activities, and making adjustments. At the end of each day or week, take a few minutes to ask yourself, what worked well? What wasted my time? How can I improve? Making small adjustments based on these reflections ensures that you continue optimizing your time management strategies. One of the most overlooked habits for time optimization is taking care of your physical and mental health. Many people assume that working longer hours means getting more done, but the truth is, productivity is not about time spent. It's about energy levels and focus. Poor health habits, such as lack of sleep, poor diet, and no exercise, drain energy and make it harder to concentrate. Prioritizing sleep, eating nutritious foods, and engaging in regular physical activity ensures that your brain functions at peak performance. A well-rested, healthy person accomplishes in 4 hours what a fatigued person takes 10 hours to do. Taking care of yourself is not a waste of time, it's an investment in your productivity. Another important habit is learning to say no. Many people struggle with time management because they take on too many commitments that do not align with their goals. They agree to unnecessary meetings, social events, or favors, leaving little time for their own priorities. Learning to set boundaries and say no is essential for protecting your time. If something does not contribute to your growth or well-being, decline politely but firmly. Your time is valuable, and you must guard it carefully. Finally, the most important habit for time optimization is taking action immediately. Many people waste time overthinking, planning endlessly, or waiting for the perfect moment. The reality is, nothing happens until you take action. Success belongs to those who take the first step, even when they don't feel ready. Develop the habit of starting immediately, whether it's beginning a project, making a decision, or tackling a difficult task. The sooner you act, the more time you gain. In the end, time optimization is not about working harder. It's about working smarter by developing habits that make productivity effortless. Small daily habits, when repeated consistently, create lasting results. The key is not just to learn these strategies, but to apply them consistently until they become second nature. If you master your habits, you will master your time. If you master your time, you will master your success. Chapter 7. The Science of Energy Management. Time management is often seen as the key to productivity, but in reality, managing your energy is even more important than managing your time. You can have all the time in the world, but if you don't have the energy to use it effectively, you won't be productive. Many people struggle to get things done, not because they lack time, but because they feel mentally drained, physically exhausted, or emotionally overwhelmed. The secret to maximizing your time is learning how to manage and sustain your energy levels so that you can perform at your best every single day. One of the biggest mistakes people make is treating their energy as if it's unlimited. They push themselves to work long hours, skip sleep, and rely on caffeine and sugar to stay awake. But this approach is unsustainable and leads to burnout, decreased focus, and reduced productivity. The human body and mind operate in cycles, meaning that you have periods of high energy followed by natural dips. The key to maximizing your energy is aligning your tasks with your body's natural rhythms rather than fighting against them. The first step to better energy management is understanding your body's ultradian rhythms, natural energy cycles that occur throughout the day. Research shows that humans experience 90 to 120-minute cycles of high energy, followed by dips where focus and performance decline. This is why people often feel mentally fatigued after working for long periods without breaks. Instead of trying to push through exhaustion, successful individuals work with their natural rhythms by taking short breaks after periods of focused work. The Pomodoro technique, which involves working for 25–50 minutes, followed by a 5–10-minute break, is effective because it allows the brain to recover and maintain high energy throughout the day. Another critical aspect of energy management is sleep. Many people underestimate the impact of sleep on productivity, but the reality is that a lack of sleep destroys focus, memory, decision-making, and creativity. Studies show that even a small reduction in sleep, such as going from 7 hours to 5 hours per night, significantly decreases cognitive function. Some of the most successful individuals in the world, including Jeff Bezos and Warren Buffett, prioritize getting at least 7–8 hours of sleep per night, because they understand that quality sleep is essential for high performance. If you want to maximize your energy, start by optimizing your sleep routine. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. Avoid screens before bedtime, and create a dark, quiet sleeping environment. Another powerful way to maintain energy levels is through nutrition. The food you eat directly impacts your brain function, mood, and stamina. Many people experience energy crashes because they consume too much sugar, processed food, and caffeine, which lead to blood sugar spikes followed by fatigue. To sustain high energy, focus on nutrient-dense foods such as whole grains, lean proteins, healthy fats, and plenty of vegetables. Hydration is also critical. Even mild dehydration can lead to fatigue and decreased concentration. Make sure to drink enough water throughout the day, especially if you consume coffee or tea, which can be dehydrating. Exercise is another key factor in maintaining high energy levels. Many people assume that exercise drains energy, but in reality, it boosts physical and mental stamina by increasing blood circulation, improving oxygen flow to the brain, and enhancing overall mood. Regular physical activity has been shown to reduce stress, improve sleep, and increase productivity. Even a short 15–30-minute walk or workout can help reset your brain and provide a significant energy boost. Some of the world's most successful individuals, including Barack Obama and Richard Branson, make exercise a daily habit because they know it directly impacts their ability to perform at their best. Another crucial factor in energy management is stress reduction. Chronic stress drains mental and physical energy, making it harder to focus and be productive. The problem is that most people don't manage stress properly. They try to push through it, leading to exhaustion and burnout. High achievers, on the other hand, incorporate stress-reducing habits into their daily routines. Techniques such as meditation, deep breathing, and mindfulness have been scientifically proven to lower stress and improve energy levels. Even taking a few minutes each day to practice deep breathing or relaxation exercises can help reset your nervous system and restore focus. One of the most overlooked aspects of energy management is taking strategic breaks. Many people believe that working non-stop is the key to getting more done, but this is a myth. Studies show that the brain is not designed to focus for long periods without rest. Instead, the most productive individuals schedule breaks throughout their day to recharge. Taking 5–10-minute breaks every hour, stepping outside for fresh air, or even engaging in a quick physical activity, can restore focus and boost energy levels. Longer breaks, such as a 20–30-minute nap, have been shown to improve cognitive function and creativity. Another important habit for sustaining energy is aligning your work with your natural peak performance hours. Everyone has certain times of the day when they feel most alert and focused. Some people are most productive in the morning, while others perform best in the afternoon or evening. Pay attention to your natural energy levels throughout the day and schedule your most important tasks during your peak performance hours. This ensures that you are using your best energy for high-value work rather than wasting it on low-priority tasks. Another critical aspect of energy management is setting boundaries to protect your mental energy. Many people waste energy by constantly responding to emails, notifications, and requests from others. Successful individuals guard their focus by setting specific times for deep work, turning off unnecessary notifications, and limiting distractions. If you find yourself feeling mentally drained by the end of the day, evaluate how much of your energy is being spent on things that do not contribute to your goals. Learn to say no to commitments that drain your energy without providing value. One of the best ways to maintain high energy levels is by cultivating a positive mindset. Your thoughts and emotions directly impact your energy, and negative thinking can be just as exhausting as physical exertion. People who constantly worry, complain, or focus on problems often feel mentally drained, while those who focus on gratitude, solutions, and growth maintain higher levels of energy. Studies show that practicing gratitude can improve mood, reduce stress, and increase overall energy levels. A simple habit such as writing down 3 things you are grateful for each day can shift your focus and help sustain positive energy. In the end, time management alone is not enough. Your ability to manage your energy determines your ability to use your time effectively. The most successful individuals don't just work harder. They work smarter by optimizing their energy levels. By prioritizing sleep, eating nutritious foods, exercising, reducing stress, taking breaks, aligning tasks with peak performance hours, setting boundaries, and maintaining a positive mindset, you can sustain high energy and get more done in less time. Productivity isn't about pushing yourself to exhaustion. It's about making the best use of your energy so you can perform at your highest level every day. When you master your energy, you master your life. Chapter 8. The Art of Saying No. Protecting your time. One of the most powerful time management skills you can develop is the ability to say no. Many people struggle with time not because they are unproductive, but because they take on too many commitments, obligations, and distractions that do not serve their goals. They say yes to unnecessary meetings, unimportant tasks, and social obligations that drain their time and energy. They agree to favors out of guilt, attend events they don't enjoy, and engage in conversations that add no value to their lives. Over time, these small commitments add up, leaving little space for personal growth, productivity, and meaningful work. If you want to protect your time and achieve success, you must master the art of saying no. The problem is that society conditions us to believe that saying no is selfish or rude. From a young age, we are taught to be agreeable, cooperative, and helpful. While these qualities are valuable in relationships and teamwork, they can become destructive when they cause you to put others' priorities ahead of your own. Many people say yes out of fear of disappointing others or a desire to be liked, but in doing so, they sacrifice their own time and goals. The truth is, every time you say yes to something unimportant, you are saying no to something that truly matters. Successful people understand that time is their most valuable resource, and they protect it fiercely by learning to say no without guilt. One of the biggest time wasters in modern life is unnecessary meetings. Many professionals spend hours each week in meetings that could have been handled through a simple email or message. These meetings interrupt deep work, break concentration, and consume valuable time that could be used for high-impact activities. Successful individuals are ruthless about declining or limiting unnecessary meetings. Before agreeing to a meeting, ask yourself, is this meeting truly necessary? Can this be resolved through a quick message or email? Will attending this meeting contribute to my productivity or goals? If the answer is no, politely decline or suggest an alternative method of communication. Another common trap people fall into is agreeing to every request for help or favors. While helping others is important, constantly saying yes to others' demands can leave you with little time for your own priorities. Many people fear that saying no will make them seem unkind or uncooperative, but in reality, constantly saying yes leads to burnout, resentment, and exhaustion. The key is to help others without sacrificing your own time and well-being. When someone asks for a favor, pause and ask yourself, does this align with my priorities? Do I have the time and energy to do this without negatively affecting my own work? If not, politely decline or offer an alternative. You can say, I'd love to help, but I'm currently focused on some important projects and can't commit to this right now. This response is firm yet respectful, allowing you to protect your time while maintaining good relationships. Social commitments are another area where many people struggle to say no. They agree to attend gatherings, parties, and events out of obligation rather than genuine interest. While socializing is important, saying yes to every invitation can drain time and energy, leaving little room for personal growth or productivity. Successful people prioritize quality over quantity when it comes to social interactions. They invest time in relationships that bring value, inspiration, and fulfillment, while gracefully declining commitments that do not align with their goals. If you find yourself attending events out of guilt rather than genuine desire, it's time to start saying no. A simple response like, "Thank you for the invitation, but I won't be able to make it this time," is enough. You don't owe anyone a detailed explanation. Your time is yours to protect. One of the most effective ways to master the art of saying no is by creating clear boundaries. Boundaries help define what you will and will not allow in your life, protecting your time and energy from unnecessary distractions. Without boundaries, people will continue to take your time without realizing the impact it has on you. The key is to communicate your boundaries clearly and confidently. If you work from home, set specific hours when you are unavailable for social interruptions. If you value focused work, let colleagues know that you only check emails at certain times rather than responding instantly. If you need personal time to recharge, let people know that you are unavailable during those hours. By setting and enforcing boundaries, you train others to respect your time. Another powerful strategy for saying no is using a polite but firm approach. Many people feel pressure to give an explanation when declining a request, but in most cases, a simple and direct response is enough. Instead of over-explaining, use phrases like, "I appreciate the offer, but I have to decline. That sounds great, but I'm focusing on my priorities right now. I'm currently at full capacity and can't take on anything additional. I need to prioritize my commitments, so I won't be able to participate." These responses are respectful but firm, making it clear that you are not available without leaving room for negotiation. One of the biggest challenges people face when learning to say no is dealing with guilt. They worry about hurting others' feelings or being perceived as selfish. However, saying no is not selfish. It is an act of self-respect. You cannot pour from an empty cup, and if you constantly put others' needs ahead of your own, you will have little energy left for what truly matters. The most successful people understand that protecting their time is necessary for long-term success. They do not feel guilty for prioritizing their goals, and neither should you. The next time you feel guilty about saying no, remind yourself, "My time is valuable, and I have the right to use it in ways that align with my goals and well-being." Another key lesson in mastering the art of saying no is recognizing that you are not responsible for others' reactions. Some people may be disappointed or frustrated when you decline a request, but their reaction is not your responsibility. You have the right to make decisions based on what is best for you. If someone gets upset when you set a boundary, it is a reflection of their expectations, not your worth. Stay firm in your decision, and remember that protecting your time is more important than pleasing everyone. In the end, saying no is one of the most powerful tools for success. It allows you to reclaim your time, focus on what truly matters, and create a life aligned with your priorities. The ability to say no is not about rejecting others. It is about choosing yourself. The more you practice saying no, the more confident and empowered you will feel in taking control of your time. Success does not come from being busy. It comes from being intentional about how you use your time. Every time you say no to something unimportant, you create space for something meaningful. The question is, what will you choose to say yes to? Chapter 9. Leveraging technology and tools to save time. In today's fast-paced world, technology has the power to either enhance productivity or become a major distraction. While smartphones, computers, and the internet provide incredible opportunities to streamline work and communication, they can also steal countless hours through social media, endless notifications, and mindless browsing. The key to leveraging technology effectively is to make it work for you rather than against you. When used strategically, the right tools can automate repetitive tasks, improve efficiency, and free up time for more meaningful work. In this chapter, we will explore how you can use technology to maximize your time while avoiding the digital distractions that often hold people back. One of the most powerful ways to save time is by automating repetitive tasks. Many people waste hours every week manually handling tasks that could easily be automated. For example, emails, scheduling, file management, and even social media posting can be streamlined using automation tools. Email filters and autoresponders can help manage your inbox efficiently, reducing the need to manually sort through messages. Tools like Calendly allow others to schedule meetings with you without endless back-and-forth emails. Apps like Zapier and NFTTT, If This Then That, connect different apps and automate workflows, so you don't have to do repetitive tasks manually. By automating low-value activities, you free up time to focus on high-impact work that moves you forward. Another major time saver is using task and project management tools. Many people struggle with time management simply because they do not organize their tasks effectively. Instead of relying on scattered to-do lists and mental reminders, use digital tools to keep track of everything in one place. Apps like Trello, Asana, and Notion allow you to create structured task lists, set deadlines, and track progress. These tools help you prioritize work, delegate tasks, and stay focused on what matters most. The simple act of organizing your tasks with a digital system can significantly improve productivity and prevent wasted time spent searching for information or remembering what needs to be done. One of the biggest time drains in modern life is email overload. Many professionals spend hours each day checking and responding to emails, often at the expense of deep, focused work. To regain control, set specific times for checking emails instead of responding to them throughout the day. For example, checking emails twice a day, once in the morning and once in the afternoon, can drastically reduce distractions. Unsubscribe from unnecessary mailing lists using tools like Unroll.me and use email templates to speed up responses to common inquiries. Another powerful trick is the 2-minute rule. If an email requires less than 2 minutes to respond to, handle it immediately. If it requires more time, schedule it for later, so you don't disrupt your workflow. Another common time waster is social media. While social platforms provide valuable opportunities for networking and communication, they can also consume endless hours of unproductive scrolling. Many people check social media out of habit, only to realize they've wasted 30 minutes or more on content that adds little value to their lives. To prevent this, set time limits on social media usage, using built-in features on your phone or apps like Freedom, Rescue Time, or Stay Focused. These tools block access to distracting websites during work hours, allowing you to stay focused. Another effective strategy is batching social media use. Instead of checking multiple times a day, dedicate one specific time block for social media engagement and stick to it. Meetings are another area where technology can save significant time. Many meetings are unnecessary and inefficient, leading to wasted hours. Instead of scheduling long meetings for minor discussions, use asynchronous communication tools like Slack, Microsoft Teams, or Loom. These platforms allow teams to share updates and ask questions without needing real-time meetings. When meetings are necessary, use structured agendas and time limits to ensure they are productive. If a meeting can be replaced with a quick email or a shared document, opt for the more efficient option. Another game changer in leveraging technology is voice-to-text and transcription tools. Many people spend hours typing emails, reports, or notes when they could complete the same task in half the time using voice dictation. Tools like Otter, Google Docs voice typing, and Dragon Naturally Speaking allow you to speak your thoughts instead of typing, significantly speeding up the process. This is particularly useful for brainstorming ideas, drafting documents, or responding to messages quickly. If you're someone who frequently takes notes, using an app like Evernote or OneNote can help you organize ideas digitally, making them easy to access later. Cloud storage and file sharing tools are another essential way to save time. Many people waste time searching for documents, transferring files between devices, or dealing with lost data. Cloud-based solutions like Google Drive, Dropbox, and OneDrive allow you to store all your important files in one place and access them from any device. This eliminates the hassle of emailing files to yourself or carrying external storage devices. Additionally, collaboration tools like Google Docs and Microsoft OneDrive enable multiple people to work on the same document in real time, reducing the need for back-and-forth edits. Another often overlooked way to save time is using keyboard shortcuts and productivity hacks. Many computer users perform repetitive tasks inefficiently because they aren't aware of time-saving shortcuts. Learning basic shortcuts can save hours over time. Similarly, using text expanders can speed up typing by allowing you to use shortcuts for frequently typed phrases. Small optimizations like these add up and make a noticeable difference in daily efficiency. One of the best ways to leverage technology for productivity is tracking and analyzing how you spend your time. Many people assume they are using their time wisely, but when they track their activities, they realize how much is wasted. Apps like Rescue Time, Toggle, and Clockify automatically monitor your digital habits, showing how much time is spent on various tasks. This awareness allows you to identify time-wasting patterns and make necessary adjustments. For example, if you notice that you spend 2 hours a day on email, you can implement strategies to reduce that time. While technology is an incredible tool for productivity, it's important to be mindful of tech overload. Many people feel overwhelmed by constant notifications, emails, and digital interactions. To prevent burnout, take control of your digital environment by disabling non-essential notifications, setting screen-free hours, and scheduling regular unplugged time away from devices. A balance between technology use and intentional offline time ensures that you remain productive without feeling mentally drained. In the end, technology should be used as a tool for efficiency, not a source of distraction. By leveraging automation, productivity apps, cloud storage, and digital communication tools, you can eliminate wasted time and increase efficiency. However, it's equally important to set boundaries and avoid excessive reliance on technology. The goal is not to be constantly busy, but to work smarter by making technology serve you. When used correctly, technology can be your greatest asset in managing time effectively, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. Chapter 10. Turning time into success. Your action plan. Time is the most valuable resource you have, and how you use it determines your success. Now that you understand the importance of time, the biggest time wasters, how to develop a success-oriented mindset, master time management techniques, overcome procrastination, build powerful habits, manage energy, set boundaries, and leverage technology. The next step is taking action. Knowledge alone does not create success. Execution does. Many people read books, attend seminars, and consume endless content on productivity, but they never apply what they learn. They wait for the perfect moment, overthink every decision, or get distracted by minor details. Success comes to those who act, not those who wait. The only way to truly transform your life is by putting these strategies into practice and turning time into success. The first step in taking action is conducting a personal time audit. Most people are unaware of where their time actually goes. They feel busy, but accomplish little because their time is being spent on low-value activities. To break free from this cycle, spend the next 7 days tracking how you use your time. Write down everything you do, from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed. Be brutally honest. Include time spent on social media, watching TV, checking emails, commuting, and engaging in unproductive conversations. At the end of the week, review your log and ask yourself, what activities are bringing me closer to my goals? What activities are wasting my time? Where can I make improvements? Once you have this clarity, it becomes easier to make intentional choices about how to use your time moving forward. The next step is setting clear, measurable goals. Many people waste time simply because they don't have a clear direction. Without a goal, it's easy to drift through life, reacting to whatever comes your way instead of proactively shaping your future. To maximize your time, set SMART goals, goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Instead of saying, "I want to be successful," define exactly what success means to you. Is it starting a business, writing a book, improving your health, advancing in your career? Once you have a specific goal, break it down into smaller, actionable steps and set deadlines for each step. This turns vague aspirations into a clear roadmap for success. Once you have a goal, the next step is prioritization. Not all tasks are created equal. Some contribute significantly to success, while others add little value. The most successful people focus on the 20% of activities that produce 80% of results. Identify the high-impact activities that will move you toward your goal the fastest and prioritize them. Each morning, write down the 3 most important tasks you need to complete that day. These should be tasks that directly contribute to your long-term success, not just busy work. By focusing on what truly matters, you ensure that your time is being spent productively. The next crucial step is eliminating distractions and time-wasting activities. After completing your time audit, you will likely find areas where time is being wasted. Excessive social media use, unproductive meetings, or aimless browsing. To take control, create a distraction-free environment. Turn off unnecessary notifications, set boundaries with colleagues or family members, and use productivity tools to block distracting websites. If a task is not serving your goals, eliminate or delegate it. Remember, every hour wasted on low-value activities is an hour taken away from achieving your dreams. Another key part of your action plan is building consistency through daily habits. Success is not about one big breakthrough. It's about small, repeated actions over time. Instead of overwhelming yourself with massive changes, start by implementing 1 or 2 productive habits each week. For example, if you struggle with procrastination, start by using the 5-minute rule. Commit to working on a task for just 5 minutes, and you'll often find yourself continuing beyond that. If you need more focus, start implementing time blocking to schedule your most important tasks. Over time, these small habits will compound into significant results. A crucial part of maximizing your time is creating a powerful morning routine. The way you start your day sets the tone for the rest of it. Instead of waking up and immediately checking your phone, start your day with intentional activities that energize you. This could include exercise, meditation, journaling, reading, or setting your daily priorities. By winning the morning, you put yourself in a proactive, success-oriented mindset that carries through the rest of the day. Accountability is another essential element of taking action. Many people set goals, but fail to follow through because no one is holding them accountable. To increase your chances of success, find an accountability partner, someone who will check in with you, challenge you, and ensure that you stay on track. This could be a mentor, a friend, or a mastermind group. If you prefer self-accountability, use a habit tracker or productivity app to monitor your progress. The key is to create a system that keeps you committed to your goals. Another powerful way to maximize your time is through continuous learning and self-improvement. The world is constantly changing, and those who commit to lifelong learning stay ahead. Instead of wasting time on mindless entertainment, invest time in personal development. Read books, listen to audiobooks or podcasts, take online courses, or attend seminars. Surround yourself with knowledge that fuels your growth and expands your skills. The more you learn, the more valuable your time becomes, because you can make smarter decisions and take more effective actions. One of the biggest roadblocks to success is fear of failure. Many people hesitate to take action because they are afraid of making mistakes. But failure is not the opposite of success. It is a necessary step toward success. Every successful person has failed multiple times, but they use failure as feedback rather than as a reason to quit. Instead of fearing failure, reframe it as a learning experience. The key is to take action, analyze what works and what doesn't, and make adjustments along the way. Action beats perfection every time. Finally, one of the most important steps in turning time into success is reviewing and adjusting your strategy regularly. Life is unpredictable, and even the best plans need adjustments. Set aside time each week or month to evaluate your progress. Ask yourself, am I moving closer to my goals? What's working well? What needs improvement? If something isn't working, don't be afraid to pivot and try a different approach. Success is a process of continuous refinement, and the ability to adapt is a key factor in long-term achievement. At the end of the day, success is about taking control of your time and using it wisely. You don't need more hours in the day. You need to use the ones you have more effectively. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't talent, intelligence, or luck. It's how they manage their time and take consistent action. You now have the tools, strategies, and knowledge to master your time. The only thing left to do is act. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop making excuses. Stop letting distractions and procrastination steal your potential. The best time to start is now. Every second that passes is a second you will never get back. Your future success is determined by how you use the next moment, the next hour, the next day. So take action today, because your time is your power, and your power is limitless. Conclusion: time is the most valuable resource you will ever have. Unlike money, which can be earned back, or possessions, which can be replaced, time is finite. Once a moment is gone, it is gone forever. The difference between those who succeed and those who struggle is not how much time they have, but how they choose to use it. Throughout this book, you have learned powerful strategies to eliminate time-wasting habits, develop a success-oriented mindset, master time management techniques, overcome procrastination, build high-impact habits, manage your energy, set boundaries, leverage technology, and take action. The next step is entirely up to you. Will you apply these lessons and take control of your time, or will you continue letting distractions, procrastination, and low-value activities steal your future? The truth is, most people do not fail because they lack intelligence, talent, or opportunities. They fail because they waste their time. They put off their goals, waiting for the right moment that never comes. They fill their days with busy work instead of focusing on the tasks that truly move them forward. They spend hours on social media, in unproductive meetings, or doing things that don't align with their long-term success. If you want to change your life, you must first change how you spend your time. Taking control of your time starts with awareness. You now understand where your time is being wasted and how to reclaim it. Conduct regular time audits, set clear goals, and prioritize the 20% of activities that generate 80% of your results. Plan your days intentionally. Eliminate unnecessary distractions and develop habits that support productivity and success. Remember, success is not about doing more. It's about doing the right things consistently. Another key to success is taking immediate action. One of the biggest mistakes people make is waiting. Waiting until they feel ready. Waiting for the perfect opportunity. Or waiting until circumstances improve. But success does not come to those who wait. It comes to those who act, who take small steps daily, who push through fear and uncertainty. Even the smallest action today is better than the perfect plan that never gets executed. If you want to change your future, start now. It is also crucial to remember that your energy and well-being are directly linked to your productivity. No amount of time management will work if you are constantly exhausted, stressed, or burned out. Prioritize sleep, nutrition, exercise, and mental health. Protect your time by setting clear boundaries and learning to say no to things that do not serve you. The more you take care of yourself, the more energy you will have to focus on what truly matters. Finally, never stop learning and improving. The most successful people in the world continuously refine their time management skills, adapt to new challenges, and seek growth. Regularly assess what's working and what's not, and be willing to adjust your strategies as needed. Success is not a one-time achievement. It is a lifelong commitment to using your time wisely. The power to create the life you want is already in your hands. Your time is your greatest asset. Use it wisely. Use it intentionally. Use it to build the future you deserve. The clock is ticking. The best time to take control of your life is right now.